We are thrilled to have Heartwood Haven for the first time as our Cityline guest, Kate and Marion the chicken. And Kate, you are the co-founder and executive director of Heartwood Haven. And Kate Cirklovich, I have to say that last name because it's so beautiful. And Marion, welcome to Cityline.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
This is so exciting. So tell us, before you tell us what Heartwood Haven does, we have a beautiful video that really shows the essence. So we're going to roll that first, and I'm going to ask you to kind of fill in afterwards. So
Great.
Go ahead and roll that chicken footage. Okay, so, oh my goodness. So he was abandoned and attacked by an animal. And of course, oh my gosh. I mean, that's really some awful things to be happening to this chicken. How long did it take for this chicken to be nursed back to health?
I think it took about a month because not only was he covered in mites, which you can see in this video, crawling around all over him, sucking the life out of him literally, but also he had wounds all throughout his body. He was missing a significant amount of feathers on his body, and then later we discovered, once he started feeling better, that he also had a joint infection in one of his legs, and so he had to be on antibiotics. So it took probably about a month. Currently he's doing a lot better. Most of the wounds are healing, if not healed, and a lot of those feathers are already growing back, and the joint infection has been taken care of as well. So he's ready for adoption, and Ezra thankfully has an adopter. One of our volunteers is going to be adopting him next week.
Yes, and what is said handsome chicken's name? Who is this?
Ezra.
Ezra. So how does Heartwood Haven contribute to creating a more compassionate world, and what types of animals do you rescue?
Heartwood Haven contributes to a more compassionate world by rescuing the animals who have nowhere to go. Farmed animals specifically have very few resources, financial resources and resources, rescues that are willing to take them in. And so rescues like Heartwood Haven are so important to be able to give them a home and rescue services, and you know, also tell their stories, share their stories with the people in the community out there.
What is this beautiful lady's story?
So this is Marion. Marion is one of our longest living residents at Heartwood Haven. Marion was found as a stray. She was a very young chick, a few weeks old, and she was picked up by animal control in King County, I believe, and they needed somewhere for her to go, and so she came to Heartwood Haven.
Oh, I love that, and look at this. How old is Marion?
She is going to be 7 years old later this year, so she's been with us for 6.5 years.
She does. So what challenges do you face in running a farm sanctuary, and how do you overcome them, and how can we help you overcome them?
Some of the challenges that we've been working through recently have been decreased donations. You know, with the financial struggles that everyone's facing, we are seeing a drop in donations. We have to work harder to get those donations. And at the same time, we're also seeing increased costs. So our feed bill, our hay bill, everything has gone up in price. And also, you know, some of the things that we're working to overcome are people's misconceptions about farmed animals.
Yeah, let's talk about this, because look at this beautiful, smart, loving pig.
That's Josie.
Josie's taking a nice little mud bath.
Yes.
What are those conceptions about farm animals that we all kind of hang on to?
Yeah, so some of the things that you might think are pigs are stupid or they're dirty because Josie's taking a mud bath or Marion is a bird with a bird brain. And those misconceptions are so not true. Pigs, for example, which we are home right now to 65 pigs.
Wow.
We have rescued hundreds and hundreds of pigs, but pigs are one of the top 5 smartest animals on Earth. They have actually outperformed chimpanzees on tests to learn to play computer games.
Well, we love them so much that we have a Valenswine Day. Tell us about that.
So Valenswine is one of our annual fundraisers
Yes.
where you can either donate and receive a Valenswine for yourself from the pigs of Heartwood Haven, or you can donate and send a Valenswine to somebody who you love or somebody who loves pigs. And we will send a card, a Valenswine card to them with a message to make them feel special.
I think I have somebody in my life, I hope that they are not watching, that needs a Valenswine. Let me tell you something. So what are your hopes and goals for Heartwood Haven in the next 5 to 10 years? Because animals have a lifespan. We have a 7-year-old, beautiful, old grande dame right here. I didn't ask how old the pigs are, but where does that fit into your goals?
So one of our biggest goals is to continue to expand Heartwood Haven. We are on a new property. We moved to a new property 2.5 years ago in Roy, Washington. We're on 45 acres.
Wow.
And over the last 2.5 years, we have been working tirelessly to fence the full property, to provide shelters to all the animals, to replace all the old outdated buildings, the old outdated electrical and water lines and everything.
Look at this.
And our hope is to continue to expand our capacity and help these animals who have nowhere else to go, and to show the world that these animals matter, and to continue to raise compassion for them and hopefully change some people's minds to make more compassionate choices in their life, and hopefully keep these animals off their plates.
There we go. That's what I was hoping was going to come up here in terms of how to give them the most compassionate and the most beautiful life we can possibly give them, because they are us. They just have a different body.
Yes.
So when I think about what we can do for you here, I noticed that you have tours. How often do you have tours, and are they open seasonally, and how do we sign up for them?
Yeah, we have tours every week. During the spring, summer, fall months when it's better weather, it's multiple times a week. During the winter, it's probably about once a week, but we have tours all year round. If you're willing to brave the cold, we are as well. And you can sign up for a tour by visiting our website. It's really easy to sign up, and the tours are amazing. They're very immersive. You get to go in with the animals. You get to rub Josie's belly. You get to get licked by a cow. You get to pet the turkeys, and so it's a very immersive experience, especially for people who have never met a farmed animal and don't know very much about farmed animals, or maybe who love pigs.
So I can imagine that once somebody or a group of people takes a tour, what do you see, what kind of change happens afterwards when they're actually touching and kissing? I want to kiss a snout. So what kind of attitudes melt away?
Yeah, I think that definitely people's minds about farmed animals change. They see the human side of them, I guess, not to anthropomorphize animals, but pigs share, like over 90% of our DNA. They're very human-like. And to see that, and to see, the cows are like my puppy at home.
Yes.
Or I didn't realize that birds would be this majestic. I didn't realize that birds have self-cognition and recognize themselves in the mirror.
Yes.
And
so she would recognize herself in a mirror.
Yes, they've done tests, and chickens, like many, many other birds, have self-cognition. They can recognize themselves in the mirror. If you show herself in the mirror and then put a little dot on her here or here, and then show herself in the mirror again, she's going to try to get that dirt off of her because she knows that that's that's me in the
That
mirror.
is amazing. Oh my goodness. And do you yourself, Kate, give the tours? Do you, or do you have, how many, I mean, you are so knowledgeable, but I know you have an amazing team there. But if people are watching this and want to just meet you, can they?
Yes, they can. We do have a very small but dedicated team of caregivers at Heartwood Haven, and I and another caregiver both give tours. If people specifically wanted to request a tour with me, they can.
Okay.
And then we also have our caregiver Miranda, who's awesome, and also gives tours to meet all these guys.
All right, so Valenswines it is. Kate, will you come back again?
Of course.
I want you, I want more animals, and let's get a pig in here. Can we do that?
How about you come to us?
That's a much better thing. Thank you so much. And that hug I gave you in the green room, would you please pass it on to your whole team?
Absolutely.
Because you are heaven sent. Thanks for being here today.
Thank you.
You're welcome. When we come back from chickens to golf, we got it all here on Cityline. We'll be right back.